Hello, everybody. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Come on in, sellers. Let's talk. Come on in and get settled. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know how your weather is today. Here in New York City, I'm in New York. A little chilly today, but very, very sunny. So I'm hoping that you've got some nice sunshine coming your way too. But let me know. And while you're coming in and getting settled, I'll let you know who I am. I'm Kathy Terrell, and I'm a top rated seller on eBay. I'm selling on eBay for over 15 years. I started very small, like a lot of sellers, started very casually, just selling odds and ends from around my home. And what I found was I loved it. I loved selling on eBay. I started selling because I needed very flexible work that enabled me to stay home and to take care of my mom because my mom was sick at the time. Hi, Pam. Nice to see you. Cooler Arizona, only 90 degrees. Don't rub that in. Not quite 90 here, but certainly nice. But it's always good to see you, Pam. So thanks for stopping in. Um, so I needed to be home to take care of my mom. And that's one of the wonderful things about eBay that I love, love, love about eBay is that it is flexible. You know, so many of us have different life situations, and eBay gives us the flexibility to deal with, uh, to take care of our family, our kids, parents, older relatives, just the flexibility to have a lifestyle that we want. So what I found was I love selling on eBay. So I scaled and I am a full-time seller. At the time when I first started selling on eBay, I was actually selling on QVC. I was a product presenter. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you. Beautiful day here in Maryland. Good, good, good. Hey, Dale, hot in Florida. I bet it is. So what I found with eBay was I scaled it. So I became a full-time seller. I had been selling on QVC, which I really, really loved. But because of taking care of my mom, which went on for several years, I needed a home-based business. And that's what eBay afforded me. And then once my mom passed, what I found was I really enjoyed a home-based business. And that's when I scaled it and grew it. I do have over 25 years of brick and mortar retail experience. So what I do when I'm working with sellers is I blend all that retail experience. And then I have extensive experience from having been selling on QVC, and I blend it along with my experience on eBay. And I am trained as an eBay education specialist. And what I really like to hone in on is eBay search. There's a lot of great sellers that give tips on things to buy to sell on eBay. And my specialty is it's great. You have that wonderful inventory. Now let's get it sold. And to get it sold, you need to be searched well. You need to place well in eBay search. That's going to get you your sales faster. And typically, you also get a higher price. Isn't that nice? So, faster sales, again, depending on the item, and then a higher price, which is certainly worth it, right? You want to get the best price you can on eBay. So sell it as quickly as you can, get the best price you can, because what that means is more money for you and for your family. Sounds great, right? Hey, Dale. So this is what I wanted to focus on today was a tip that works 24/7 all the time. Some of the tips that I share with you are seasonal. You know, they're good like around Mother's Day or Father's Day, or they're good around the holidays, or they might be good at springtime or summertime. But this tip is one that works 24/7, and it works all seasons. And the other thing about this tip, and the reason why I picked this out, is it's good whether you're a newer seller. There are things that a newer seller needs to focus on, or a very experienced seller. Also, smaller sellers, you're maybe only selling a couple of things a week. And then the very large sellers that I work with, I actually use this information with a very large multi-million dollar Amazon seller that also sells on eBay. And this is what the tip that I have for you is: we all have inventory. We have things that we are selling on eBay, right? You're selling clothing, you're selling toys. No matter what level seller you are, no matter the size of the seller you are, you have inventory. Some sellers choose to be very niched. They only sell certain kinds of inventory. So perhaps you only sell children's toys. and toys for very young children. Somebody else might only sell collectible dolls. Somebody else might only sell women's clothing. And then other sellers sell a huge variety. Some sell a smaller variety, some sell a very large variety, but we all have inventory. And when you're listing inventory is you've done a certain degree of research. You've either used eBay's advanced search, and if you're new to eBay, on my YouTube channel, if you search, watch this before you list on eBay, you'll see a YouTube that I've done about how to use eBay's advanced search. And it's a very quick and easy way to get an idea of prices. Then you also have the more advanced research tool, Terapeak, which is now free. If you have a basic or a higher level store on eBay, you get a free subscription to Terapeak. So you have inventory, you've priced it, you're selling it, and you have knowledge of certain categories of inventory, okay? And you're looking at, so you're going, okay, Kathy, I'm selling women's clothing, or I'm selling children's toys, I'm selling this variety, and I have knowledge of these certain categories. So let's say I have a certain knowledge of women's clothing, and I'm also pretty good on kids' toys. And the question that sellers always will come to me with is, okay, Kathy, I know this category, I know this, but I want to look to grow my business, right? I want to grow my sales. Two ways to grow your, well, there are a couple ways to grow your sales, but I'm going to focus on two ways to grow your sales. One, you increase your listings. Very simply, if you want to grow your business by 10%, you increase your listings by 10%, 20%, 30%. Second way, actually, I'm going to do three ways to increase. Second way is you increase your sell-through rate. And what that means is how quickly the item sells. So typically, I'm going to use my cell phone. Typically, if you're selling cell phone cases, typically if you're seeing, like when I list my cell phone case, it sells in, maybe a week, 2 weeks. Is there a way to get this sold in 3 to 4 days? So then we're talking about optimizing listings, perhaps doing some promoted listings, and doing social media. I want to increase my sell-through rate, the speed that items sell, because that's getting more money back in my pocket. Third way, and that's what I'm going to talk about with you today, because this works all the time, is can I increase the range of the inventory? So it's great to be a very diverse seller, but even within that diversity is there a category that I'm finding I'm doing really well in? And that's why I wore the hat. So let's say I'm doing really well selling eBay hats. I have a certain amount of eBay hats. I found inventory for these eBay hats. These hats, or let's say baseball hats, are doing really well for me. Is there a way? It's like, Kathy, how do I increase this? How can I source more of this? How can I sell more of these? Because I'm really liking these hats. These baseball hats are selling really well for me. I want to increase my range of inventory, maybe broaden it a bit, but I'd like to stick to this general category of hats. And there's a reason for that. The reason why it's often wise to stay within this general category, but just go deeper in that category. Actually, let me say it to you. So why as a seller would I want to stay generally? So it's like, okay, baseball hats are really working for me. I just want to get a bigger range of baseball hats. Why do you think it would be wise to stay within a general category? Can you think of things? I'll let you think. I'll let you think for a second, and then I'm going to jump in. And I'll tell you why. Because your keywords, your item specifics, because you've done the research, you have a really good idea of keywords that work for baseball hats. Is it the brim? Is it the style of how it fits on? Are there certain colors that you've noticed that sell really well? If you know anything about baseball hats, they have a lot of different ways of closing. Like, are the Velcro closing ones really hot? Or more the plastic tab backs, or the fitted hats? Do they sell really well? You learn what styles sell really well. You'll learn what colors sell really well. And this is true in any category. And you learn, perhaps let's say like people tend to buy them 2 or 3 at a time. So then I go, oh, bundles of this product work really well. But you're learning about hats. So what you're learning is these sell well and the different kinds. So then I go, okay, I know that. I know these keywords. I know these colors. I know these sizes. How can I increase this? Because it's going to save me time. I already know this category. Rather than learn a whole new category, which absolutely happens, can I stay in this category that I know is working for me and deepen it? How do I do that? And that is when you do a little bit of research. So you're going to be doing the advanced search, you're going to be doing Terapeak, and I go and just start to look at hats. So that's why I did this and look at, okay, purple hats sell. Do pink hats sell? Okay. And this one has a Velcro tab on the back. Okay. So is it that kind of fitting sells? This has a metal closure on the back. Does that sell better? And I'm going to research and I'm going to check it out. And because I want to get an idea of what other ones sell. Then also I've got, because it's still a little bit of chilly out, and this is North Face. So what other kind of hats sell and what brands? This is North Face. North Face does sell. So what other brands sell? And then I go looking for how I can source them. So I'm in hats, excuse me, what other styles sell? What colors sell? What brands sell? And I start writing lists because the thing is I already know keywords on this. Okay. So brands, North Face sells. And then if I'm going to be doing winter hats, back to my winter hats, because in case you don't know, winter sells year round, is what other brands sell. And I will teach you a very wonderful trick on that, which is if I'm looking at, for instance, North Face, what other brand of like knitted cap sells? Certainly I can search on eBay. But the other thing is Google. Google is your friend. And this is something that I learned is you go on Google and just type in North Face or the North Face versus VS and then just search and see what it pulls up. And it will pull up competing brands. Then you go on eBay and search them and find out, does it search? Because it may be a competing brand, but for whatever reason, it's just not hot on eBay. Let's say it's Patagonia. Okay. And then I'm going to go and search on eBay. Does Patagonia sell? Okay. Baseball cap, same thing. So I would search baseball cap. Sorry, but my hair's going to go all crazy. Baseball cap versus, and see if it pulls up any other styles, because it might pull up other styles that I haven't thought of. And this is where you got to go outside the box. Like I may only be aware of baseball hats. I'm not aware of other hats that are really cool, funky styles because I'm not wearing them, right? My friends aren't wearing them, but they're popular. You go on Google and just type in whatever it is. You can type in any brand, Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Coach. Just type in the name of the brand. Type in the style if you want to. So hobo, purse, tote bag, whatever, versus VS, and see what Google shows you. It will let you know what other style is. And again, this is Google. So then you always got to come onto eBay. It may be popular on Google, but it may not be popular on eBay. So always check, because I've made that mistake. Always check. Come onto eBay. Is it popular? Right? And check that style. Check the color. Check the brand. This is true for kids' games. This is true for home decor. This is true for crafts, right? If with a craft, if there's a very well-known, let's say Simplicity Patterns, right? Or it's Butterwick, is you type in the name of the pattern versus and see what else they pull up. Any designer, anybody you can think of, Donna Karan versus, see who they pull up. Because again, my goal is I know hats, right? Perhaps I know baseball hats, or I know, back to my pullover hat, is I know these keywords, right? I've done a lot of research. I've sold some. I know what colors are popular. I know what sizes are popular. Is what else in this niche, this category, is also popular. And I may not get that from Terapeak, and I may not, because I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure which filters to use, right? the information's there. It's just I'm not quite sure how to search for it. And that's why I love this Google VS thing. It's versus. You're wanting to see who the competing brands are. You're wanting to see who the competing styles are. Then you come back on eBay and you search, right? Because again, why am I doing this? Because I know this category. I know hats, or I've sold enough that I know it. I know colors, I know sizes, I know keywords, which is it's going to cut down on that research time. And that's what I'm all about. It's got to cut down on the research time. When I go to do a listing, I've either got a saved template or I can just click on an active listing and do sell similar and then just change the item specifics. But it's just going to make my listing so much faster. And I already know it's popular. I already know it sells. So I want to come in and take advantage of my knowledge and go deeper. It's great to go broader and to add different categories. But what I find works, and I see this with successful sellers all the time, is once you discover something sells well, and this is where you can get very, what they call niche, which is very subcategory, right? Which again, it might be this style of hat, and it might be that just the North Face sells, and what you find is Patagonia really doesn't sell. So good that I'm not going to waste money buying something that doesn't sell. I know what does, or just the red sells, the blue really doesn't sell, or just the plaid sells, the solid colors don't sell. But you can get really, really niched. And again, you know the keywords, you can do sell similar. You can go deeper in that category like that because you have so much information. Not only that, you have the customers. And that was my other tip for you. And I've got one more. You've got the customers, right? They've been coming to you. They're buying the knit hats. They're buying the baseball caps, right? And then that's the other thing too about going deeper in niches. So they're buying the baseball cap and then they go, oh, she's also got the knit cap. And then they're buying two, they're buying three, they're buying one, they're coming back the next month and they're buying another from you. And that's what you want. So go deeper. Again, Google, just go on Google, type in the brand, type in the style. You can type in a lot of different things and then just VS and see what else Google is pulling up for you. Then once you have that information, so pen and paper, write everything down, go back on eBay and use advanced search. Okay, if you're not sure how to do that, again, hop on my YouTube channel and watch watch this before you list. If you've got Terapeak, because you've got an eBay store basic or higher, use it. If not, you can also subscribe to it. It's not a lot of money. It just gives you more numbers. You can go back further. It's got a lot of filters. And that way you can deepen the niche like that. You've got the keywords, you've got the expertise, you've got repeat shoppers, and you increase your sales and you increase the sell-through rate, how fast it's listed because you've got those customers. They're already coming to you. It's something they've bought from you. Okay. And that's my tip for you.